All right, this is the review for Unit 2 for intermediate algebra. First thing we're going to do is practice plotting points. Plot the point on the rectangular coordinate system, write the corresponding letter as your answer. So which point is at over 3 up 5? D. Next one. Graph the equation by determining the missing values needed to plot the ordered pairs. So we go over 2. Oh, I see what they want us to do. X, Y, if X is 2, if X is 3, if X is 1. If X is 2, Y plus 2 is 3, 1. If X is 3, 3 plus 0. And if X is 1, 1 plus 2. Over 2, up 1, over 3, up 0, over 1, up 2. So our line is like that. Find the slope of the line through the given pair of points if possible. Based on the slope, indicate whether the line rises from left to right, falls from left to right, is horizontal or vertical. All right, so change in Y over change in X. Y2, -9 minus -6 over Y1, or X1, I'm sorry, X2, 3 minus -2. So this is the same as plus 6, which makes that -3. And this is 5. So our slope is -3/5, which falls from left to right. Next, find the slope of the given line and sketch the graph. Y equals -3x. So this is the intercept slope form. Intercept is 0. From there, go down 3, forward 1. Oops, I kind of missed my point, but you get it. Find the slope. M equals -3 and sketch the graph. Done. Graph the line through over 0, up 5, and from there go down 1, forward 6. Next, find the equation of a line passing through this in slope-intercept form. Y equals, here's our slope, 3x plus b. Let's substitute these this point in. So -8 equals 3 times 2 plus b. This is 6. Subtract 6 from both sides. B is 14. So y equals 3x plus 14. The other way to solve it would be write the intercept slope form, or the point slope form. Y plus 8 equals 3 parentheses x minus 2. Y plus 8 equals 3x minus 6. Add, subtract 8 from both sides. And you get y equals 3x minus 14. Find the equation of a line that satisfies the condition. Write the equation in standard form. Through -1, back 1, up 6, and a horizontal line. So y equals 6 is our horizontal line through that point. Find the equation of a line passing through the 2 points, and we want it in standard form. So the first thing we do is find the slope. M equals 3 minus 0 over 7 minus -6, which is 3 over 13. Let's see, which way should we go? Let's do intercept or point slope form. So y equals, I'm going to substitute in these points, 3/13 x plus 6. So y equals 3/13 x plus 18/13. multiply everything by 13. 13y equals 3x plus 18. Subtract 3x from both sides. We get negative 3x plus 13y equals 18. Let's see if there's another way we can solve this problem. Let's try. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Next one. Graph the linear inequality in two variables. Well, that's kind of stupid. It's already graphed. Well, we'll do it anyway. We'll use the point slope form. So we've got x, y. X is 0, y is 0. So if x is 0, y is negative 2. If y is 0, x is negative 5. Over 0 down 2, back 5. Yeah, there we go. And it's solid because that's a solid line. And then we shade 0 minus 0. Is that less than 10? Yes. So we shade that side of the line. And here you go. And that's how that one works. Okay, next one. Graph the compound inequality. So let's use the point slope form for both of them. X, y, 0, 0. If x is 0, y is 1. If y is 0, x is 2. Over 1, over 0, up 1, over 2, up 0. This one's a solid line. Okay. And then can't use the point slope for that one. We know that it goes through 0, 0, and 1, and 1. So it goes here and here. And it also is solid. Choose a point that's not on either line. Let's say the point 4, 0. Okay, 4 plus 0, is that greater than 2? Yes. 4 minus 0, is that less than 0? No. So 4, 0 is not in the right area. It's on the correct side of the first line, but the wrong side of the second line. So we should be shading in this section up here. There we go. Next one. Another inequality to graph. Oops, I'm going to change in colors. Okay, let's graph the first one with points. If x is 0, y is negative 2. If y is 0, x is 1/2. Over 0, down 2, over 1/2, up 0. So this line is dashed. Okay. And then y is less than negative 2 is also dashed. Choose a point that's not on either line. 0, 0 works. Is 0 less than 0 plus 2? Yes. Is 0 less than negative 2? No. So we're on the correct side of the first line, but the wrong side of the second line puts us in the third quadrant here. Next one. Decide whether the relation is a function and give the domain and range. By the vertical line test, each line going vertically only intersects it once. It'd have to be something like this to intersect it twice. So it is a function. The domain is from negative infinity to positive infinity, and the range is also from negative infinity to positive infinity, because it arrows at both ends. Next one. X equals y to the fourth. X equals y to the fourth is going to be a sideways thing, so it is not a function. And the domain, x is greater than 0. And the reason x has to be greater than 0 is that you can't have a negative. Anytime you take any number to an even power, it's going to be positive. So we would say from 0 to positive infinity. Next, solve the problem. Find f of k minus 1. So we substitute in 2 parentheses k minus 1 squared minus 3 times k minus 1 plus 1. Okay, k minus 1 squared is k squared minus 2k plus 1. And then multiply that out, you get 2k squared minus 4k, excuse me, plus 2 minus 3k plus 3 plus 1. Notice, don't get fooled by that negative business. Okay, 2k squared minus 7k plus 6. F of k minus 1 equals 2k squared minus 7k, that's supposed to be plus 6. Next, graph the linear function. So, intercept is 0, slope is up 1, forward 3, and it looks like that. Give the domain from negative infinity to positive infinity, and the range is from negative infinity to, positive infinity. Solve the system by substitution. So instead of writing x in the second equation, we're going to write 19 plus 6y minus 7y equals 18. 3 times 19 is negative 51 minus 18y minus 7 more y equals 18. 19 times 3 is 57. Add 57 to both sides, and we have negative 25y equals 75. Divide both sides by negative 25. We have y equals negative 3. Substitute that into the first equation. X equals 19 plus 6 times negative 3. That's negative 18. 19 minus 18 is 1. So our answer is 1, negative 3. It is not inconsistent. It has a solution. Okay, next one. By elimination, we can eliminate the x's by multiplying the top equation by 2 and the bottom equation by negative 5. So we get negative 10x plus 12y equals 96, and 10x minus 20y equals 160. X's cancel, negative 8y equals 64, y equals negative 8. Okay. I think I'm going to find the other one also by substitution, and then I'm going to multiply the top equation by negative 6, negative 4, and the bottom equation by positive 6. So that's 20x minus 24y equals 392. Bottom equation by 6 is negative 12x plus 24y equals 192. Not 192. Add them together. Nope, negative 192. No, positive 192. This one's negative 192. Yeah, because negative 4 times 48 is negative 192. Okay, so this is 8x. These cancel, equals 0, so x is 0. 0, comma, negative 8. No, it's not negative 8. 10, 12, 96. Huh. Negative 8. Negative 160. Negative, this should be positive 8. 0 and positive 8, because this should be negative 64, because this is negative 160. 0 and positive 8. Next one. Now we've got 3 equations. Let's see. What can we do here? Can substitute z from the third equation. Z equals 26 minus 3y. Go put that into this first equation. 4x minus y plus 3 parentheses 26 minus 3y equals 36. 4x plus 7 times 26 minus 3y equals 7. Multiply out the first one. This makes 78 minus 9y minus another y is 4x minus 10y equals 36 minus 78 is 2, negative 42. Multiply out the second equation. This is 175 and 7, 182. 182 minus 21y. So we have 4x minus 21y, and then subtract 182 from 7, we get negative 175. This is negative 31y equals negative 217. Divide both sides by negative 31. We get y is 7. If y is 7, then 26 minus 21, z is 5, and we have to find x. Let's use the second equation. negative 4x plus 7 times 5 equals 7. Negative 4x equals, this is 35, so subtract 35 from both sides, you get negative 28. X is 7. So our answer is 7, 5, 7, X, Y, Z. Next one. Okay, so now we have a system that has 4 equations and 4 unknowns, so we need to solve it by getting down our number of variables that we have. If you notice, by adding the first 2 equations together, we can eliminate the w, so we get 2x minus x is x, plus y, minus 5z plus 6z is z, and then the w's are eliminated, and we get equals negative 2. By adding these 2 equations together, we can eliminate the y, and we get 3x I'm sorry, let's eliminate the w from these 2 equations by multiplying this one by 6, 12, 6, negative 30. And adding it to the one right above it, you get 3x plus 5y, and then 12 plus 12z equals negative 41. Let's see what else we can take care of here. If we subtract these 2 equations, we can eliminate the w, and we would have negative x plus y minus y is no y's, 6z minus 2z is 4z, and then negative 23 plus 5 is negative 18. We can substitute in for x using this equation. X equals 4z plus 18, and substitute that into the first equation. We have, and it changed colors here, 4z plus 18 plus y plus z equals negative 2. Multiply it by 3 and put it into the second equation. 3 parentheses 4z plus 18 plus 5y plus 12z equals negative 41. And this would be 12z plus 54 plus 5y plus 12z equals negative 41. Combine your z's, and move the 54 to the other side. 5y minus plus 24z equals negative 95. Combine these 2, we get, and move the 18 to the other side, we get y plus 5z equals negative 20. We can substitute y equals negative 5z minus 20 into the first equation. 5 times negative 5z minus 20 plus 24z equals negative 95. Negative 25z minus 100 plus 24z equals negative 95. So negative z, add 95 to both sides, equals 5. So z is negative 5. Let's substitute that into this equation right here. Negative 5 times negative 5 is 25 minus 20. Y is 5. Okay. Let's go back to this equation right here. We have z is 5 and y is 5 and z is negative 5. So x is negative 2. And which we could have gotten from down here too. Negative 20 plus 18 is negative 2. And let's see, we need w yet, right? Which equation has w in it? First equation right here. So 2 times x is negative 4. 5 times z is plus 25. Plus w equals 21. So subtract 25 from each side, and you get, and add 4 to both sides. 25, w is 0. Let's check them and see. 5 minus 10 plus 0 is negative 5. It works for the last one. Negative 6 minus 5 plus 0 is negative 11. Works for the second to last one. 2 minus, plus 5 minus 30 plus 0 is negative 23. Works for that one, and we know it works for the first one. So our answers are w is 0, x is negative 2, y is 5, z is negative 5. Next one. Dimes plus quarters. Dimes plus quarters is 29. Dimes are worth 0.10. Quarters are worth 0.25. Is 575. Multiply the top equation by negative 0.1 and add them together. The dimes are eliminated. 0.15q equals 575 minus 290 is 285. Divide both sides by 0.15. And you get 19. So there's 19 quarters and 10 dimes. Next one. Wishes to make a mixture of candy worth $1.52 per pound. So the total is going to be 1.52 per pound, 3.89 per pound, and 2.64 per pound, but she's got 36 pounds of this. Okay, we want to know how many pounds of E. I'll say E for expensive. So the total will be E plus 36, because you're going to add those two together. E plus 36. So you get 3.89 E. 36 times 264. I don't have my calculator. 2.64 times 36. It's 4, 2, 8, 3, 12, 15, 2, 1, 19, 1, 7, 4, 0, 5, 8, 85.04, and this will be 1.52 E plus 36 times 1.52 is 2, carry the 1, 1, 3, 9, 3, 6, carry the, no, not carry 15, carry the 1, 4. So that's 2, 7, 4. $54.72. So add these two together to equal that. 3.89 E plus 85.04 equals 1.52 E plus 54.72. Mistake there. Plus 36. E is 380. 36 pounds of the 162. Oh, just a second here. You can't solve this problem because you can't end up with 152 as your total. You're going to have E is going to be a negative amount. This number has to be between these two, so their word problem can't be solved, this particular one, unless I copied it down wrong, which is possible. Next one, solve this equation. Multiply the second row by 2, 4x minus 2y equals negative 18. Add it to the first row, 7x equals negative 21. So x is negative 3, y is 6 minus 3. Same thing. I don't have my graphing calculator, so I can't enter it, or my other calculator either for that matter. But if I did, I'd... Okay, let's solve this one. Add these two equations together, and we get 14x plus 8y equals 156. Let's see. We have to eliminate this equation in the middle by multiplying this last equation by -4 and adding it to the middle equation. -4 times this is -20x minus 4y minus 4z equals -160. So add that to the middle equation, -19x. Let's see, -4y plus 2y is -2y. And then the z's cancel, equals -160 plus 28 is -132. Let's see, how should we do this one? Well, we can, let's see. Let's multiply let's divide the top equation by 2. And let's multiply the bottom equation times 2. So the top equation becomes 7x plus 4y equals 78. Multiply the bottom equation by 2 is -38x minus 4y equals -264. Add those two together. The y's are eliminated, and -31x equals 264 minus 78 is 6, 8, 186. Divide both sides by -31, and you get x is 6. So let's substitute x is 6 into this equation right here. 7 times 6 plus 4y equals 78. This is 42. Subtract 42 from both sides. 6, 36. 4y is 36, so y is 9. And then we'll go back up here to this equation. 5 times 6 plus 9 plus z equals 40. This is 39. Subtract 39 from both sides. We get z equals 1. So x, y, z equals 1. Substitute in, let's see, 9 times 6 is 54, plus 63 minus 1 is 116, is true. Okay, so here's our answers right here. And I think that's all of them.